Welcome to Pivoting to Technology Adoption. I'm your host, Donna P. Mitchell, the Transformation Authority. Every week, I sit down with executives, strategists, and innovators to tackle the one problem no one's solving: why 70% of technology transformations fail. Let's pivot. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to Pivoting to Technology Adoption. This is Donna Mitchell, and I'm going to read another chapter from my book, Pivoting to Technology Adoption, Mind the Gap, Chapter 3, What People Feel. Why attitudes and culture eat strategy every time. Technological transformation doesn't fail in the server room. They fail in the emotional atmosphere of the organization. Every organization has a behavioral and attitudinal climate. It's the emotional atmosphere that determines how people engage with change. Are they in resignation and resentment, or ambition and confidence? Are they cynical from the last 3 failed initiatives, or cautiously optimistic because leadership finally asked them? Are they terrified that the technology being deployed will eliminate their job? The reason attitude matters is Cascade. A director's attitude doesn't stay in a director's office. It flows downward through every layer of the organization with the precision of water finding its level. If the director is cynical about the new platform, middle management absorbs that cynicism. If middle management is cynical, the front line is cynical. If the physician's skepticism about the clinical AI tool is visible to every nurse and resident, that skepticism becomes the ward's culture. If the pastor's actions don't match his sermon, the congregation sees the gap before anyone else. It is the same in the physician's office or healthcare facility. The attitude of the leadership cascades down to the gatekeeper and the reception desk. You can read the culture of an organization in the first 30 seconds of walking through the front door. Attitudes cascade. Values cascade. Cynicism cascades. And fear cascades. Culture isn't decided in the boardroom. It's observed from the break room. Here is the emotional reality most organizations are refusing to engage with. People are afraid. A 2024 survey found that 89% of workers had concerns about AI's impact on their job security. That was before the 2025 layoff wave in technology, finance, and professional services. That number has almost certainly increased. This is not a training problem. This is not a change management communication problem. This is fundamental psychological reality. You are asking people to become proficient in a tool they believe may eliminate their position. The psychological complexity of that request is enormous. It requires a level of trust between employer and employee that most organizations have not earned and are not attempting to build. Most organizations are addressing it with an FAQ document, a mandatory webinar, and a quote from the CEO on about how AI will augment, not replace. The people on the ground floor are watching their colleagues get laid off and drawing their own conclusions. If your organization has been through multiple technology transitions and each one feels harder, that's not change fatigue. That's change scar tissue. The accumulated emotional residue of deployments where no one acknowledged what people were feeling. Each ignored emotional response adds a layer. After enough layers, the organization cannot absorb any more change. Not because the people are weak, but because the process never engaged their humanity. Change scar tissue is real. It compounds like Alan Martinez's shadow ledger, and every organization heading into AI transformation is carrying scar tissue from every previous transformation that was done to people rather than with them. What people feel determines whether they adopt. Thank you for listening to Pivoting to Technology Adoption. If this episode gave you something to think about, subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a colleague who needs to hear it. My new book, Pivoting to Technology Adoption, Mind the Gap, is available now on Amazon. Visit pivotingportal.com to work with me directly. I'm Donna P. Mitchell, the Transformation Authority. Until next time, mind the gap.